You remember that time Moses had to stop God from genociding his own people? Oh, you don't? Well, let me remind you of it. I believe it happened somewhere around Exodus 24. Let me paint the picture for you. So the Israelites now came out of slavery in Egypt, supposedly. They've seen all the plagues and all the wonders and believe and seen all the magic of this God. Split the Red Sea, the whole deal. They've come into the land. They thought they was going to die of thirst. Nope. Moses hit the rock, water comes out. They thought they would die of starvation. Quails come from the sky, manna is on the ground. They get some laws from God. This God has shown that I'm here with you. Joshua gonna fight the Hittites. I believe it was the Hittites. Moses hold his hands up. The dudes hold his hand up. They win the battle. This God has shown that he is with these people, right? But the people still are stiff-necked people. So when Moses goes up on the mountain and he's up there for 40 days, the people start saying, hey, Moses has been gone for a while. He probably dead. And they're complaining to Aaron. Aaron then says, tell you what, give me all your gold earrings and all your gold and all your gold. Oh, they got all the gold because this God changed the free will of the Egyptian people into making them give their gold to the Israelites when they was leaving. You know, change free will, kind of like he did with Pharaoh. So he get all the gold and he makes them a golden calf. And they're having party time. And the party time is going on after they sacrifice to the golden calf and they're having a good time. So this God is sitting up there and he notices everything that's going on. You know, his blasphemy senses start going off. And he says to Moses, you know what? I'm going to kill all those people. Them some stick-neck jokers. I'm going to kill all of them. And guess what? I'm going to start over with your seed. I'm going to give your seed the promise that I gave to Abraham. And you know, Moses is part of the Israelite family line. So he's still within the line of Abraham. But he says, I'm going to give him your seed. I'm going to make you the promise. Forget Abraham. Forget Isaac. Forget Jacob. No, I'm starting over with you. 600 years? I know. I'm not worried about that. We're going to start over with you. But then Moses goes and reverse psychology this God. Moses goes and says, hey, look, God, look. I understand you're upset. You're angry. And it's understandable completely. But if you were to destroy your own people, the Egyptians then going to be like, look at their God. He took them all the way out into the desert just to kill them. What kind of God is that? He went through all those plagues and boils and frogs and flies and all this stuff, giving them quail from the sky, manna from the sky, water out of rocks, just to get them out in the desert and kill them. That's an evil God. What the Egyptians going to think about you? What the other people, the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Moabites, what would they think about you? And this guy like, dang. All right, you right. And so he doesn't genocide the people. But they do kill 3,000 people, though. Because Moses is mad, so they kill 3,000. But I want you to think about something for a second. You want me to worship a God who has a problem with his own vanity. You see, if this guy was truly God, then he would not care what the Israelites say. He wouldn't care what the Egyptians say. He wouldn't care what the Moabites or anybody else says. This guy would do as he pleases, regardless of what other people may think of him. But this God is so starving for approval, so starving for love, and so starving for attention that Moses uses exactly the very thing that this God must have to make himself feel whole in order to trick him into not killing all of his own people that he just supposedly brought out of Egypt. That is not a God to be worshipped. That is not an all-knowing God nor an all-seeing God. And let me tell you how this shows that this God is not all-knowing. You are God. If you haven't seen Endgame, was it Endgame? Yeah, Endgame. One of the Marvel movies, Avengers. Doctor Strange said that he went and viewed the battle for 14 million and something. So there are different variations of how this battle could go. So when this guy began his creation, he didn't recognize all the different variations to which his plan could go. And he didn't know that those people, that once he brought them out of Egypt, that they were going to build his golden calf while he was up there telling Moses how he want his glamping style to be made. He's supposed to be all-knowing. He should not have been surprised at what they were doing, and he should not have been able, there should not have been a need to convince him to not genocide these people if he already knew what Moses was going to say and knows what that he's going to change his mind. He would not have even said it if he already knew what the outcome was going to be, that Moses would go down, kill 3,000 people who were worshiping the golden calf, and that would be that. But this episode of him being swerved by Moses demonstrate that this is written by man from a man's point of view and how a man would think. It is written in the same way that the Greeks wrote their stories of how their gods can be bargained with, that they can be convinced to change whatever process they were about to go through or change their minds, because it is written by man for man. So man created this God, but now man is worshiping this God. But what do you guys think? Please like, share, and support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.